I'm Haley and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to have you with me here today to talk about some of my favorite rose perfumes for Valentine's Day. I absolutely love rose. It's been one of my fragrance faves for as long as I can remember, and I love talking about them. I love sharing them, and what better time of year to share them than Valentine's Day. I remember being probably 8 years old and buying a bottle of rose essential oil at the health food store, and that was kind of one of my first, independent perfume purchases, and I would use it to make little potions or just wear like a little drop on my wrist, things like that. I've loved roses forever. My mom always had a beautiful rose garden growing up, and she would, bring in roses from the garden every day and things like that. So rose holds a special place in my heart. And whether you're new to loving rose perfumes or you have loved rose for as long as I have, I hope you'll enjoy this video and keep on watching. So to start off, I want to share one of my favorite, most photorealistic roses, and that is Jo Malone's Red Roses. So this is a cologne, and a lot of the Jo Malone colognes are known for being very light, very short-lived on the skin, and not very long-lasting with not very much sillage. But this one is not in that category. So this is a very strong, lasting rose, and it's absolutely beautiful. This is definitely one of the most photorealistic roses that I've experienced, and I really love it for that. It has a beautiful, fresh greenness in this, and it smells just like you're standing in a rose garden on, a beautiful spring or early summer day when the roses are blooming, and I absolutely love this. It is just really transportive in that way. You can really smell not just the rose, but the greenness of the rose. So anybody who's been around real roses really knows that it's not just the flower itself, but it's also the stem, the leaves, all of that, even the thorns. And I feel like this really is super evocative of that feeling of, just having a bouquet of real roses or standing in a rose garden. And I think this is just a masterpiece in its own way for being, really that transportive in that way. And I really love this one, and I think it's one of my favorite rose perfumes. Next up, I have two what I would think of as beginner-friendly rose perfumes. So I don't mean beginner as a put-down or anything like that. I just mean a lot of people don't think that they like rose because they have negative associations with it. They think of it as being grandma-like. I mean, my grandma smells fabulous, so I don't truly get that, but you know what I mean. And these two are the original Chloé Eau de Parfum and Chloé Roses. So these are pretty similar. This is the original, and this is one of the many Chloé flankers, and they're both very pretty and super easy to wear. So the original Chloé is super powdery, very pretty, all around floral, has notes of peony, lychee, and it's just a really pretty all over floral scent with some rose in the mid notes. And this is super easy to wear if you're going to the office, daytime Valentine's Day, anything like that. And Roses de Chloé, the flanker, is also very easy to wear, and these are super similar, but this one just has more rose notes. So I would say you probably don't need both, but if you're a Chloé super fan, or if you're deciding between the two and you like rose a little more, then I would go with this one. This one is a little fruitier. It has some more fruit notes in it, black currant, apple, things like that. And it just has more rose notes. But like I said, they are very similar. They both have peony and the lychee note in common. So I think they're, like I was saying, very similar. I enjoy them both, but I think unless you're a Chloé collector or anything like that, you probably don't need both. But I wanted to mention both of these because they're both super pretty, super easy to reach for, and easy to just throw on. I even wear this one to the gym sometimes. Love them both, very pretty for Valentine's Day. Next up, I'm going to be talking about Cassili by Parfums de Marly. I absolutely love this. This is so pretty, and it just fills up a room in the most gorgeous way. It is a fruity floral scent that's done in just a really elevated, luxurious way that doesn't feel cheap or juvenile like some designer fruity floral perfumes can smell. No hate on those, but this is just done in such a really grown-up way that I really love, while still being kind of playful and youthful at the same time. So this is has a lot of stone fruits in the notes, so it has plum. It smells very peachy to me and just very, very pretty, but it also does have rose. So that's why I chose to put it in here. It has beautiful rose notes, and like I said, it's a very pretty floral, fruity scent. I really love this. I think it's just super pretty. It can be worn in a lot of different scenarios. So daytime, brunch, this is just spring in a bottle to me. And I really, really love this. If you love the smell of going to the farmer's market and just being surrounded by the flowers and fresh peaches and fruits and things like that, you will really like this one. It's super expensive, but I definitely recommend looking on discount sites such as FragranceNet or Joma Shop, things like that. I know that they often have sales specifically on Parfums de Marly, so keep an eye out for those, but I really like this. I think it's super beautiful. I'm so excited to get some more wear out of it this spring. Next up, I have Rose Night by Montale, and I think this is one of the perfumes that is closest to its name that I can think of. This is a really, really beautiful date night perfume. So I think this would be great for wearing as on Valentine's date night, anything like that. It is very strong and very intense rose. So if you are a beginner to rose, you're just dipping your toe into the world of rose, you might not want to go for this one first, but if you love deep, complex, layered rose, you will really like this one. So it has a rose in the top and mid notes, and with a base of amber and patchouli, and I think it's just really beautiful. It's super strong, super long lasting. So this tiny bottle, you only need a couple sprays, one or two, and you're good for the night. This is just, like I was saying, it'd be great for date night, you know, going out in general, like a nice dinner, anything like that. I really enjoy this one. Something else that I noticed was when I was on Fragrantica, I saw that some people were comparing this to the discontinued Stella McCartney perfume Stella, which is a perfume that I wore all through high school. Absolutely love that perfume, and it really does smell like that to me. So it's very similar, but I would say this is a more grown-up version of that. So that one was more like the high school version, and this is more like the adult woman version. But I really like this, and actually I think a man could definitely wear this as well. Obviously perfume is genderless and anyone can wear whatever they want, but I could definitely see a man wearing this with those patchouli and amber notes in the base. I believe it also has some musk, and I think it would be gorgeous on whoever would want to wear this. But I really like this one, and if you loved Stella when it was out, definitely check this one out, because like I was saying, they do smell pretty similar. This one is just a deeper, more richer take on that scent profile. Next up is a perfume that's not particularly rose forward, but I did want to include it because I think it'd be a great choice for Valentine's Day, and that is Lost Cherry by Tom Ford. I absolutely love this. I've talked about it on my channel before, but it's so gorgeous. I know it's a little overhyped and it's super expensive, but I really, really enjoy this, and I think it's a great pick for Valentine's Day. So obviously it is a fruity perfume with a vanilla base. It is so pretty. And it does have rose in the mid notes. I think it's not a perfume that you smell and go, that's a rose perfume, but it does have some rose in it. It's so pretty. I love that kind of upscale, floral, fruity scent profile, and I feel like this is a great example of that. It does floral fruity in a really great way that's really grounded with those vanilla notes at the base, and it's so pretty. I just really love this. I think I'm probably gonna wear this on Valentine's Day. I think it's just such a sexy perfume as well. Kind of that, you know, cherry notes, but not being in a juvenile way. It just really grown up, and I really, really love this perfume. And last up, we have another Tom Ford, one of my favorite Tom Fords, and that is Café Rose. I really love this one. My bottle is almost empty, but I will definitely buy the new bottle that they have out now once this is used up. I love this perfume. It is so pretty, just a really beautiful, also very photorealistic rose, but in a less fresh way. So more of a rounded and grounded rose with the coffee notes in there. I think a lot of people are disappointed by this when they smell it and they're expecting a lot of coffee notes, but I think the coffee kind of goes unnoticed because all it does is kind of take the rose top notes into a deeper place, and I think this is such a beautiful rose. It really reminds me of some vintage rose perfumes that some of the women in my life wore when I was growing up, and I really love this one. It's just a classic for me, and I think it's so beautiful. I think it works so many times of day and times of year as well. I think it would be great for dinner on Valentine's Day just as well as it would be for just spraying it on yourself for your morning coffee whenever. I really love this, and it's one of my favorites. Thank you so much for watching. I love rose and love rose perfumes, and I've loved talking about them all with you today. I hope you have a great day and a great Valentine's Day, and I hope you'll join me for my next video.